And speaking of service, now into a different area of life. Let's not stop. Let's not stop. Let's not stop. Let's keep going. Let's not stop our audience from seeing the next roving reporter with a segment on mama entrepreneurs. Jill Olish is the founder of Mama Outspoken, executive team leader, postpartum awareness advocate, vision board party host, event coordinator, podcast host, GME associate producer, and roving reporter.
Thanks, Carrie and Kim. Taking off can be something that causes us to feel guilty. When parenting, I sometimes feel guilty when I might have to step away from fun things that I'm doing with my son for work. When entrepreneuring, I can feel guilty for taking time away from my business to be with my family. Take school holidays. I think having the flexibility of being able to work during the times that I'm capable of, like during a nap or after bedtime, just to get the tiniest bit of work time in, is a top benefit of being a mama entrepreneur. In sick days, I might be more cautious of if my son is super sick and really not well, then I might be draining myself by caring for him and would probably be better served to rest myself as well. This way, when we hit the ground running the next day, we are both in better form. As entrepreneurs, I feel there might be a little bit more weight when we take the time off because we aren't always protected by things like vacation time, PTO, and sick time. But you set the rules. Being aware of your bandwidth when having to take time off in your business can help you keep up momentum when you get back in after that time off, balancing out that feeling of guilt for taking the time away. Are you being aware of when working in your business may or may not be beneficial to you while you're taking that time off for any of the reasons why? Back to you, Kim and Carrie.
Thank you, Jill.
Well, I think Jill highlights something pretty special because the only person stopping you is you from taking time off as an entrepreneur. So I love what Jill's brought to today's show. You are the boss of you. You don't have anyone telling you when to take time off. So if you're not taking time off to take care of yourself and your family, you kind of got to ask yourself who's stopping you.
So nothing's stopping our Jillo, I'll say that. I don't know if y'all caught the latest episodes of the Mucked Up My Self-Care podcast where Jill and Linda each gave their top 5 lists. I have to make sure I say all my words here for what they do to take better care of themselves. I was really impressed to hear what they shared.
Oh, that is impressive, Kim. I'll confess I haven't listened, but I'm going to. It's on my list. I'm a little bit behind on the podcast at the moment, but I love the idea of creating a top 5 list. And I tell you what, Jill and Linda are bringing it with their podcast. So I think that's definitely something that we need to highlight because those two together are a double force to be reckoned with. And speaking of something on our top 5 list, I'd like to remind you there is no stopping the sponsors of this show